This video is sponsored by Case Defy. More on that later.
Hi, happy Monday, and welcome to my void of a new apartment. I'm in a new apartment. I moved to the same apartment building, just a little bit of a bigger space to give me an actual office so I'm not in my living room all the time. But I just wanted to say thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for 400,000 subscribers. And I want to introduce you to what this video is about because it's a weird structured video. So I kind of want to explain it. And Bambi wants to explain it too before we get started. So I was on TikTok one day, as usual, looking for content. And on my For You page, I found someone by the name of Puppet Jack. He is a ventriloquist that is a rising star on TikTok. When I found him, he was probably around 100,000 followers. And he was very quickly gaining steam with videos such as this.
Do you ever talk to normal people like that to freak them out? Yeah, sometimes as a ventriloquist, I'll delay my voice like, hey, what? I don't know. Where? How does he do it?
I soon learned that Jack has been a ventriloquist for over 10 years now. He was on one of my favorite YouTube channels of all time, Good Mythical Morning.
Let's have it, Jack.
Oh my god, this is like a hipster's fantasy. Oh wow, look at this place and look at you guys. Who's the puppet in this situation here?
Sugar Daddy, what's your favorite thing to get at Costco?
My favorite thing to get at Costco is a lady.
Whoa.
So I reached out to Jack, not knowing what kind of video I could make with this guy, but thinking he was a cool dude who I would want to talk to look into the world of ventriloquism. For some reason, he responded to me and agreed to do an interview with me, which is what you're about to see. And I decided that I wanted to take a shot myself into the world of ventriloquism and maybe see if I could do it myself. You should go check Jack out on TikTok at puppetjack_. Please let him know if you were entertained by this video because he was very generous with his time and I would not have been able to do this video without him. And with that being said, let's get on with the interview and learn a little bit more about what Jack does as a ventriloquist. Okay. Boom. Jack, welcome. Every time someone learns you're a ventriloquist, I'm sure you get the same 5 questions. Are you sick of it at this point?
I feel like I've heard the craziest questions like every time I do ventriloquism. I'm just so used to it by now. You just have to be self-aware and you have to know that like talking to a puppet is not normal. I'm pretty much used to all the questions, that anyone could ask.
I'm trying to think of like all the ones that you probably get. Just the classic, like what, why, and how. But why don't you start by just giving me the rundown on who Jack is?
So I first discovered ventriloquism when I was like 10 or 11. I was watching an episode of Goosebumps, the one with the ventriloquist dummy Slappy. Instead of being like afraid of it, for some reason, I was just like, I want one of those. And I asked my dad, I was like, do you have a ventriloquist dummy? Like, I don't know why I asked him that, but I just...
He's like, yeah, I got one right here.
Yes, he had one in his garage, like from his childhood. I started using his ventriloquist dummy. I started, like scaring people, just like random stuff you do with a ventriloquist dummy. But then I started practicing, doing shows. I started going to like ventriloquist conventions where there's like about like 600 ventriloquists that all like meet.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So it's like if anyone had like a fear of dolls, like that would be like a nightmare, literally.
Is it usually people like you or is it like kind of like a bunch of weirdos?
I am definitely like in the 1%. You know what I mean? It's a super supportive group at like the ventriloquist convention. They're really, really supportive. But you'll just see people like dressed up like Santa Claus with a puppet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like, what? I'm in the mindset of like, you kind of have to, if you want to be a ventriloquist, it's one of those things that you have to like discover when you're like younger, or else like when you're like in your like 60s and you just pick up a doll, like you're kind of afraid. It's a little strange,
Yeah. How many do you have at this point?
2 that I really like perform with solidly, but in total I probably have like 5.
I feel like this will answer a lot of my questions, but like, what is the process of finding a puppet? I assume there's some sort of, I don't know, like soulmate process where like you're bonded to this thing. Do you design it? Do you find it somewhere? I just want to know like the whole umbrella of that situation.
That's another question I get asked a lot is, do you make your puppets? And I don't, unfortunately. Like most ventriloquists do make their puppets, but if you were to try to get into ventriloquism, I would just say like, try to find something that's unique to you, like something
Yeah.
that you think is funny, that's different, and that you can see yourself talking to and having like a realistic conversation with something that's not real.
Who's your main guy that I always see in your TikToks?
That is Foster. He is a reject from the Muppet. So he kind of is like an outcast who is like found himself in my show, unfortunately.
Oh, and where did you find him?
I actually found him on Etsy. I usually am like in a ventriloquist like Facebook
Yeah,
group,
yeah.
and they usually sell ventriloquist puppets. But I saw him, and he originally was just like half. He didn't have legs.
Oh.
And I messaged the maker. I was like, "Is there any way you could like make legs for this guy?" You know? And so I think I'm the only one to have like a puppet like that with
Oh,
legs.
yeah.
You'd really have to do a lot of deep diving
Uh-huh.
to find a good ventriloquist puppet, or else you're just gonna have like one with like a string or like some
Yeah.
sock.
So you've been doing it for what, like 10 years, did you say?
I think it's like around 12 or 13 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. And at this point, is this just your full-time job? Is this what you do all the time?
Yeah, this is pretty much what I do. Just make videos, do shows. It's a little bit harder with COVID to book shows,
Yeah.
but you know, TikTok's been really fun right now.
Now, as someone who recently started doing YouTube, every time there's a family get together or every time there's a Thanksgiving or whatever, and you see your relatives, it's just like, oh, there's the guy that does YouTube, this and that. I imagine it's 100 times worse when you're a ventriloquist. What is that like?
It's all the time. It's like, do a show, like tell a joke. And now people with TikTok, people are coming up to me randomly and they're just saying, do it, like do the
God.
thing, you know? And I'm like, oh, you know, like, so
Yeah.
I'm like this guy now who like just has to do this thing like in public. And now it's like my parents want to like show me off to like all their friends, you know, like look at his act, like he does this with puppets, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, all the time, really.
So far on this whole call, I haven't had you show me anything, and I want to hold the suspense because
Yeah.
I don't even know the last time I've seen a ventriloquist in person, if I ever have.
A lot of people come up to me and they're just like, I've never seen a ventriloquist live ever. Or I thought you were really funny, but I couldn't look at you because of the puppet.
Just because it becomes so real that the puppet becomes like a character, are they saying?
That, and people do, like a lot of people have like, and I understand why, but like a lot of people genuinely have a fear of like
Really?
talking dolls, you know?
I mean, that happens to me like when I watch, not a fear, but like when I watch ventriloquists. Like I even watched a TikTok of yours that it was you doing Sally sells seashells by the seashore, and you were doing it with the puppet. And technically for you did it with the mouth of the puppet and then you closed your mouth and did it. But to me, the puppet closed his mouth and I was like, holy shit. Like in my brain, I was like, wow, I showed it to my girlfriend and that part happened and I was like, this is nuts.
People say it's like a real life, like superpower, you know, like it's like you could just like, you know, do it in public and, you know, no one would know that like, you know, it's you talking. I've never really done it in public though.
I don't know. I think if that happened to me in real life and like you were talking to me and your voice was just delayed, I think I'd have like a existential crisis or something. I'd be like, there's something wrong with my brain. But I'm going to ask you some different questions.
Okay.
The first one I have is if ventriloquism has ever gotten you a date, ever gotten someone interested in you. Like, is there a story about you trying to impress someone?
Man, you know, it hasn't. There's no like hiding, like you're a ventriloquist, you find out later. You're like, oh.
Do you have Tinder profiles where that's like the first thing? You're just like job description.
I recently like try to stay off Tinder. I just like to meet people in real life now.
That's good. And you're probably going to get some like person that has a puppet fetish or something. Has it ever ruined a potential relationship before?
It came up like on like a dating app or something like that. And yes, this is what I do. Like, here it is. No response. Like they seem super interested up until
Wow.
that. I just talk to dolls. Come on.
Yeah, what's weird about that? I feel like that's the coolest thing. Is there anything in your life ventriloquism has helped you with that has like nothing to do with your job, with puppets, anything like that? Like, is there any weird thing that happened?
I was supposed to do this show, and the lever to make this dummy's mouth move broke. Like it broke off.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I need to fix this. So I hit up one of my ventriloquist buddies because I was doing a show that night, and I was like, I need to fix this. He hit me up with this guy who was a ventriloquist about an hour away from me. I meet him in this McDonald's in the middle of the desert. And he's like, get in the back of my car. I'm like, and he's getting like his car washed. And so I hop in the back of his car, like kind of like, you know, like, what is this? You know, and I give him my puppet and I just wait at this McDonald's for like an hour and he like fixes the puppet. This is only something that like would happen like to a ventriloquist, you know?
Yeah, geez. Is ventriloquism something where you feel like someone needs a physical thing that you need to be able to do, like that you were born with, that like allows you to be better at this? Or could literally, do you think that like anyone with certain limitations to like an extent could learn how to do it?
Anyone can learn how to do it. I think it's just the willingness to kind of overcome everything that you're going to get with being a ventriloquist. You just have to know, like, you're going to get, like you said, like all these comments, everyone wanting you to like do something, you know? It's just the willingness to like, just to want to be good at it. If you don't want to be good at it, then you're just going to be like a guy who like has a puppet. You
can either be like a very talented ventriloquist, or you're just a guy with a puppet with nothing to do with it.
That's like what my base fear is. So that's why I'm like, I'm all in. Like I've already set this foundation. Like I can't back out.
I can't be a guy with 5 puppets in my apartment and no skill. Off camera, off stage, are the puppets just puppets? Or are you ever sitting there and you're just like, chat it up?
For the most part, I try to keep it professional, and I think I've only had conversations with like the puppet when I'm high. Like I'm not when I'm writing like material or something like that, I'm thinking in the mind of the puppet. When I'm doing my dialogue, I'm thinking like, how would I say this? But then when I'm writing as the puppet, like I'm thinking as the puppet.
Let's get to what I'm really here for. You know, ever since I was young, I've been interested in this, and I've had, you know, puppets here and there. I've never had the legit ventriloquist dummies before, but I can't talk with it. Today, my girlfriend was like, just try to say something, and she laughed at me, and I felt like an idiot. I come to you humbly asking, where do I start? Where do I find my puppet? Like, I'll spend, I don't know how much ventriloquist dummies are, so I don't know how much I'm willing to spend, but I'm willing to go where I need to go to make this thing work.
If you want to be a ventriloquist within 3 or 4 days, just practice with your hands, like practice like making it like seem like a real thing, you know, look at it, you know, you could talk to it a little bit, make it look alive even when you're like not looking at it. Lip control. That's a big thing too. You have to make sure that you're not moving your lips. What I do is I put my teeth together like this, like lightly like that. For everything I'm saying, I'm putting my tongue on the roof of my mouth. Teeth together, tongue on the roof of your mouth. So it's like A, B, C, D, and then you put it together. Your teeth are holding together while you're talking like that. So just practice that.
I look like I'm pissed.
And practice like a neutral face. Because what a lot of people do is they mess up and they smile and they're like, hello. Yeah. And they don't like, it doesn't look natural, you know? And as far as getting a puppet, man, you know, you were saying
the tough part.
Ventriloquist puppets are very expensive, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I have a ventriloquist puppet that's like it's like $4,000. Like I'm not even joking.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Like, is the design complex or is the mechanics of it? Like, how does that?
This one is very, very complex. Like he can like blink, he can raise his eyebrows. Wow. His eyes can move like side to side. The ones with like a lot of movements are super expensive. So I guess what I'd recommend for you is just to find one that's like, you could find like a good, like just hand puppet for like $50, $100. Find one that you think that, you know, looks funny and that you could just have a conversation with and make people laugh.
Mm-hmm. So I get this puppet. I don't even know if I could get it in the next 3 days, and then I got to practice. But I can practice without the puppet, and then I get the puppet, and then everything can come together.
This sounds kind of weird, but you could even just get like a sock and like googly eyes and just maybe out funny.
Yeah. Maybe this goal will be for me to put on a comedy stand-up routine for you.
I love that.
You can give me a grade. But I say that you give me a phrase right now with my hand to try to test out how good I am as a benchmark, and we can see how much I can improve by the time that I practice and get back to you. I want something that you think I could like accomplish. Like I don't want any B's in there.
I'd say one of the hardest words for me to say is the word people, because there's two P's and
Dude.
it's like people. People. It's like a T. You replace the P with a T, so it's like it sounds like people. Like people. What can you say? I guess you could say you could say I don't think you're good. You could have like the puppet say that, like I don't think you're good. That's pretty easy.
I don't. It's always the smiling. It's hard. I always look like I'm angry. I don't think you're good. I don't. It's like my lip. I don't think you're good. I don't think you're good. When I say it, it sounds like I'm saying it through my teeth. But when I see you say it, it sounds like it's projecting. How did you learn to make your voice just sound like you're saying it like a person?
I'll sometimes put my teeth together, but I feel like I've got to.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even put my teeth together. Like if I'm delaying my voice or something like that, it's open. You know what I mean? I'll just be like, hey, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It never gets old. So that'll be my benchmark phrase. I don't think you're good. I don't think you're good. But I need to come up with a funny voice and character also.
This is another piece of advice. When the puppet's talking, you want to look at him. So when he's saying, want him to look at you, like, I don't think you're good.
Wow, yeah. See, that's the thing. I do it and I don't look at I'm staring at my lips when I do it now. But the moment I look away, it's like I can feel my lips moving because I'm not like, I don't think you're good. I don't think you're good. Hey, you have any other tips for me on this journey? Is it just continuing to like say the same thing? You know, maybe write out a routine and then just say the same thing over and over again and try to like get it right?
I would say write something down that you think is funny, practice it over and over and over again. Look in the mirror. That's a big thing. Okay. Look in the mirror and practice your lip control, not moving your lips, and just practice making that hand look alive. You know, as weird as it looks, you know, you can have them like do a little bounce, something like that. That kind of stuff. And just practice making it look alive, and I'm sure you'll get it in like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be great.
It's like literally like mental juggling when you're doing ventriloquism. And this is so weird, but like there's been a couple times where I've been on stage performing and I've switched my voice with the puppet.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's like the most like awkward thing ever because I'm like, what just happened?
Wow. Well, do you have anyone you want to like introduce us to before we end this and I go on my journey?
Do you want a scary puppet, like one that people would be afraid of, or do you want like a kind of like a, you know, like a puppet, you know?
I've seen the second one. I mean, now that you say that, I'm really interested to see the first. I'm sorry for the people viewing, but this is my channel, so I want the scary puppet.
Okay, here he is.
Oh my God, Jesus.
How's it going? I'm just a scary old man.
Do you care if I interview you?
Go ahead, interview me.
So I guess my first question is, what's your name?
My name is Marvin. You can call me Marvin.
How old are you?
I am 24.
Yeah, no, cool. I got you. What inspired the fit for today? The Adidas tracksuit. Where did that come from?
You know, I've always worn this. This is the only outfit he's bought me. That's it.
So do you smell like shit or do you wash this thing?
Oh, I smell like shit.
What do you think about Jack as an owner?
Well, I don't really like him that much because he makes me sleep in a suitcase.
Wow. What do you do in your free time?
You know, I like to go to Costco and pick up the 3 samples.
Oh, that's fun. You like ladies? Are you into ladies?
Oh, I love ladies. Yeah, that's my favorite, you know, but I don't know if they love me.
Oh, what do you mean by that? Can you elaborate for me?
Well, it's been years since I've had a girlfriend. I just been online mostly, and I've been watching, the tube.
The tube. That's
Yeah.
that. Yeah, dude. I do. That's my job. I'm on YouTube actually.
Oh, not that kind of tube.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm not on that kind of tube. Not that one.
Yeah, I thought I'd recognize you.
Jesus. What? Do you particularly have any tips for me when it comes to learning how to find my puppet?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just don't even try.
Yeah, you're gonna ruin your life. Your girlfriend's gonna leave you. It's not good.
Oh, okay. What do you know something about Jack that we don't know?
Well, let's just say he doesn't wear a glove.
I could bring out Foster too.
Oh yeah. How does Marv feel about Foster?
I think he's stinky. I don't really like rabbits, and I get hungry.
Oh, okay. Well, let's bring him out and talk to him real quick.
All right, this was lovely.
Bye, Marv.
Hi.
God, that was awesome.
This is going to be interesting.
Hi.
Foster, you caught me at a bad time.
Oh, it's okay.
How's it going?
It's good. I'm a little dehydrated.
Water? You need water?
Yeah. Can I have some water?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that how you drink water? Is it through Jack?
Yes, literally, yes.
Wow. So there's anatomy there. Like,
Yeah, if I need air, he'll just breathe through a bag.
do you have any tips for me when it comes to finding my dummy? Is that like offensive now for your kind, dummy? Do you guys like that?
Yes, that's the most offensive term you could say. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack. No, that's my bad. I heard that somewhere else. Jack doesn't use that term. Do you prefer anything besides that?
Yeah, friend.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So how do you think I should go about finding my friend?
Okay, I would say really just look for somebody that speaks to you.
Just have somebody that you can just have a conversation with and be connected with, if that makes sense.
Yeah, right. I'm interested in what your hat is made out of.
Probably like cotton polyester, I guess.
Oh, so my skin.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that. I never really thought about it.
Look,
What?
he thinks I'm real.
Okay.
Well, I thank you, Foster. Thanks for talking to me. I can check back in with you.
I'm just gonna lay on the floor now.
Okay, have fun. That was pretty awesome. Well, Jack, I think I got some words of encouragement, and I will do my best to put together something that will maybe impress you, and maybe once you go on your headline tour, I can be the opener.
I think you could pull it off.
I can be the next big thing.
You could be the next Jeff Dunham. I'm telling you that right.
Not you, but it would be me instead.
It's you, dude. I believe in you, and I think that these 2 days are going to be like a lifetime.
Wow, this is gonna be like me taking one of those retreats that CEOs take, where they go into some desert and find themselves. That'll be
Except
me.
to talk to a doll.
Yeah, except it's just 2 days of me talking to a doll. Thank you, Jack, for talking to me, and I will see you in a few days.
I'll see you then.
Stop right there. It's ad time. Ad time. The holidays are here. Are you going to regret not getting your family member a gift? Does cousin Jimmy keep cracking his expensive phone because he keeps buying cases from Amazon? Well, today's sponsor can help you with that. A longtime friend of the show, Casetify. Listen, Casetify's new Impact and Ultra Impact cases are made of 65% recycled and plant-based materials, and they're also compatible with 5G and wireless charging. Their Cheetech 2.0 technology is drop test approved for up to 9.8 feet. I got it right here in my hand. Let's test it out. Looks good to me. They come in tons of options so you can pick the color or the mood or whatever to fit your personality. You can even add your name for a truly custom case. And they work with all these awesome artists like my favorite, Day Off and Lorian Stern. Isabel's got a Lorian Stern case right here. Love it. Case-to-Vice cases are also 100% non-toxic and non-hazardous, and they feature an antimicrobial coating that keeps your case germ-free, killing 99% of bacteria. Let me show you the cases that I have. Look, I got this great case with a cowboy frog on it. This one's a custom case I got that says barf on it. We have a little lava lamp situation here. It says stinky. And of course, my favorite case here with my Day Off limited design, that Ultra Impact case with these awesome borders. I love this case. Need to get someone a present for the holidays fast? Go to casetify.com/nickisnotgreen for 15% off your order. Thank you again to Casetify for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the fun. Day one. It's Day One Nick here to tell you my updates on my puppet journey. I'm gonna walk you through everything I do, from picking out the puppet to learning how to do the ventriloquism and where I'm at a baseline. And in between, I'm going to take videos of myself. A lot of today, I've been trying to talk through my teeth like a ventriloquist. And I'm not good at it. I'm really bad at it. I'm going to show you guys what puppet I picked out and run you through a little bit of what I'm thinking in terms of how the character is going to be. So I couldn't get anything super unique. I had to get something tomorrow through Amazon. So I found this puppet right here that really spoke to me. You know, I was between this and like this old grandpa puppet, and I was going to do like an old man thing, but I think what I want to go for is like an alien situation. So this will be him, and I want it to be like some alien from some other planet that crash landed and we became best friends. Maybe his name is like Flippo from the Snorf Snob Quadrant or something. And we'll talk a lot about the dichotomy between human and alien and what makes us different, and that'll be funny. It'll be really funny. So right now I'm flexing a little bit on my skills on the first day, on the flexing a little dit on my see, it's hard, the M's and the B's. A, D, C, D, E, F, and F's are hard too. You kind of have to go F. So I'm thinking I maybe make my puppet's voice sort of work within my means, because in 4 or 5 days I don't have a lot of time to make this work, especially on day one. It's already halfway through the day. It's already dark outside. I barely even practiced. So I'm thinking I maybe do a little bit of training right now just for a couple minutes to run through with you guys and watch some videos on, I mean, this kid's a little bit younger. Maybe he could help me out because he's probably in the beginning stages. He's probably just as good as I am, so maybe he can show me some tips for how I can get to his level, because he at least calls himself a ventriloquist.
Hey everybody, Ventriloquist 123 here, and today I'm going to take you through the first few steps on being a ventriloquist and go through the alphabet and just write down the words that you struggle with. So, let's go. A, D, B, C.
Okay, he's really good at it. I lied. He totally knows what he's doing. I'm not great. But I think that's a good place to start. Let's go through the alphabet and write down the letters that I'm not good at. A, D, D. Jack told me to do B's. I have to make the D sound and try to think of B and just keep doing it. Like D, D. So B is a letter that I need to work on. D, 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 D. Z. So it's B, F, M, P, V, W, Y is what I need to work on. That'll be kind of a homework assignment till I come back tomorrow. For today, I'm going to just be practicing, and tomorrow is when the puppet comes and I'll be starting to work on my motion, making him feel real and all of that jazz. So I'll be back. What is up? Nick is not vlogging here. We are going to go to Target soon to get some paper towels, and tissues. How do you do a P? I think it's the air. If you blow the air out a certain way. I am throwing out my trash too. Oh, it's day 2 of the puppet thing. I didn't do the stuff enough yesterday. I didn't talk enough yesterday, and I regret it now. I talked a little bit, but like off camera, I just couldn't, I wouldn't remember. I kept forgetting to do it. So I need to do some practicing today. Good things to practice saying as a ventriloquist. That girl likes to hike. 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 I think that's pretty good. I like to talk this way. I like to talk this way. Way is hard. Way. See, it gets like back in there. The little dog, up the stairs, up. See, the P is tough. Up. How do you do P's? Up. How do you say the word up? Up. Maybe with the tongue. Up the stairs. Up the stairs. Why am I talking like a robot? The little dog walked up the stairs. See, it sounds like I'm talking back here though. And the way Jack does it is so up front. They went to see the science fiction movie, so maybe I should work that into the voice of my character. My puppet's coming today. I need to figure out his character, but I want to wait till he's here. So, I mean, that's my update. I'm going to do a second day too once I get the puppet so I can practice the movements and talking and create the character. But, yeah, I think that's going to be where I leave it for now. Thank you. I have not so good news. It is a few hours later after I shot the last puppet bit. Let's just say things are going awry. I checked Amazon to see when my puppet was coming, and my card was declined because I forgot to add money to my debit card. So now it's coming Saturday and it's Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday today. So it's coming in 3 days. I'm like, what takes 3 days? The puppet was ready to give to me yesterday. What happened? What the heck happened, guys? The puppet's on hold for right now. Oh my gosh. The puppet's on hold for right now, and I'm gonna improvise, I think, with a sock or something. I'm a little worried. I'm thinking that instead of posting the video this Monday, it'll be the Monday after that, and I'll give myself some more time because I haven't been practicing enough. Here I am trying to practice without moving my mouth. It's not going too great, but I think that things will start to get better as we go on. Things will start to get better as we go on. I'm not good at it. This is going to be an absolute train wreck, and Jack's going to laugh in my face. I'll let you guys know the updates. Thanks for tuning in to another update. Bye-bye.
Yo, it's day 3. I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and every time there's a subtitle, because they speak in Japanese, I try to read it with my ventriloquist voice. Okay, he's just saying Japanese names. I don't know about this. If you find the keys, they say the armor is hidden on a hilltop. The Mongols will never lay a hand on it. Of that, I am certain, my lord. Oh, this is tough.
Day 4. I'm not good at this ventriloquist thing, but I do have good news. And that's that I have a friend to show you that came much earlier than expected. It came last night, and I forgot to do a video. But here we go. Hey! It's me! It's my new friend, Gorgo. It's me, Gorgo. Gotta get the hand right. Are you stupid or something? Why do I sound like this? I sound like I got a sock in my mouth. I sound like I got my mouth sewn together by the Gorgon pirates of the Schmekshmon planet. You know, I really like the puppet. I think he's a good addition, and I think he's gonna help me become better as I go, you know? Yeah, I think this might be really good for you, you know? Because you sound like shit. Your ventriloquist voice sounds like shit. He likes to facepalm a lot. I'm not good at this. Like, I'm really worried that the video is going to be horrible because I just, like, don't know how to do the ventriloquist voice, and I don't know how to, like, make this work. So I'm scared that when I do the thing with Jack, he's just gonna laugh in my face and call me an idiot. The voice is so hard. It just sounds like it's so in my mouth. And I don't know if, like, this video might be an absolute failure because I'm not practicing enough and I don't have the confidence to be able to do it. And I just don't know if it's gonna work. Well, maybe once you create my character, everything will be fine. And why does he does the facepalm a lot? Get it together! You're not going to eat anything if you don't practice and make sure that your comedy routine is superb. Ow. So I think I want to call him Gorgo because Gorgo is really easy to do in the ventriloquist voice. Gorgo. Yeah, like he's saying it like a Pokemon. But the puppet's pretty big. It's got this little arm thing. There's a lot of good potential when it comes to our relationship together. I think he's going to be like a roommate of mine. I think he's going to like... Maybe if I just cut in on Gorgo, then I can do a little movie magic and it'll look like he's alive. Hey, everybody, I can talk perfectly fine now. Anyways, the practice keeps moving, the puppetry keeps grooving, and I think I'm going to delay the video so I can have some more time, but maybe later today we'll do some figuring out in terms of what the story will be. Peace. This is not good. I don't even know what day this is. I'll tell a quick story before we get to the final interview. I messed up. I did not practice enough. And then I ended up moving, and day after day I was like, I gotta practice more ventriloquism, and I'm basically where I started. And tonight I have an interview with Puppet Jack, and it's not looking good. I'm going to embarrass myself in front of this guy. He is the best ventriloquist I know, the only ventriloquist I know, but the best one I've seen, and he's gonna laugh in my face. I've barely practiced. I've shown 3 people my routine, and it's too long and not funny, and I can't differentiate between the puppet and myself. And I know everyone's wondering, hey, this is gonna end in some like spectacular fashion. Someone's gonna come through and help. No, this isn't like the Curtis Connor gaming video with the speed run thing where he like gets it at the last try. It's gonna be bad. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be bad. But for the content, and because I already invested money and time into this, I'm going to follow through. So that's my final update. It's been like a week since my last update. And, you know, I realized that these kind of videos, I'm not fully cut out for yet. One day I want to hit the point where I am getting better at these kind of videos and I really put time into my daily videos. But with everything in my life going on, I feel like this is a lesson, one, in how hard ventriloquism is and how hard any skill is, no matter how silly it seems. To be clear, from the beginning, I didn't think this would be easy. I knew I knew I was going to fail. I just thought I would put a little more time into it. And then 2, it's a lesson in how much time I put into my videos and gave me a good gauge of how to, you know, use my time when it comes to these bigger concept main channel videos. So with that being said, Grongo and I are going to do our final interview with Jack. We'll see how it goes. Let's do it.
I don't think you're good. I don't think you're good. Hey.
Jack, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
Well, this was originally going to be a project of 4 days. And last we talked was like over 2 weeks ago, maybe. How have you been since we last talked?
Dude, I've been good. I've been Christmas shopping. I've been talking to puppets alone in my apartment.
Well, here's the thing. I practiced for a few days. I was pretty serious about it, but like the thing I realized with ventriloquism and with most skills, but especially with this, is like you just got to be all in. Moving the head while you're talking, and then also talking and then making a different emotion with your face, all of that together, it like breaks my brain.
You're doing like comedy, not moving your lips, and like manipulating like a puppet, making it look real all at the same time. And depending on like how your performance is today, I don't like. You might have a career in ventriloquism ahead of you. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Maybe I'm better than I think I am.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, because it's the people who think they're really good that are usually bad.
Well, I'm definitely not. I have been nervous for this, for my little show here.
This is like your America's Got Talent. Like, this is your moment.
I think what people are going to think while watching the video is they're going to be like, this is the part where, you know, he shows off his skills and like surprises everyone with how good he is. This is not some high production. I did this at the worst time. I had to invest time into this while I was moving. As you can tell, I'm in a different empty void here. The lesson we learned today is that ventriloquism is not easy. And if
it's depressing,
it's the least funny of the comedy arts because of how sad it is when you fail. So with that, I think I'll show you what I put together for you today.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see your little friend.
This is going to be so awkward. You don't feel like you have to, you know, force your laughter.
This will be my honest reaction.
Okay, ready? Boom.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my act. This is the first time I've ever written any sort of comedy act, let alone a ventriloquist act. So I decided I was going to maybe bring out a friend, my roommate actually, to help me out. So why don't you come out here, Grongo, say hi to everybody. Hey, everybody. I'm so I gotta take another second. I knew this was gonna happen. Okay. Hey, everybody, it's Grongo. Hey, Grongo, how's it going? Real good. You look nervous. You look like you just snorted everywhere. Yeah, I got a bit of a cold. I'm allergic to the cat. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? You know, you obviously aren't from around here, so why don't you, are you racist or something? I'm not racist. I was saying, like, obviously your skin color is different. Like, oh, so now you care so much about my skin color. He's one of those racists. No, I'm not trying to be racist. I'm saying that you're from another planet. Yeah, I'm from another planet. That's right. Okay, so where are you from? Well, I'm from the Zooton planet in the Gortro quadrant. And if you don't know anything about that, well, no, I don't know anything about that. What's the Zupro quadrant and the Zortro quadrant of Zortlex planet? They don't teach you geography in here or anything? Why they replaced all of your subjects with critical race theory and shit? What's going on here? What are we doing? Listen, no, we had geography. We didn't really know. I don't even think we knew your planet existed. Well, it's a whole lot of coke and strip clubs and gambling. Oh, wow, okay. So you have strip clubs in this planet. Yeah. Why does my voice sound like this? Why do I sound like I got a bunch of shit in my mouth? I can't say anything. I don't know. I think that's just a you thing. I'm not really sure. Since we're doing a comedy routine here, why don't you go ahead and tell everyone a joke? Okay, well, a Cludon, a Boudreaux, and a racist are all on a plane. No, we're not doing the racism jokes. I don't want to do the racism jokes. You're so funny if you know so much about jokes. Why don't you tell us one, huh? Well, okay, funny story. I actually was going to do a sock puppet routine out here. But I got cold feet because I was nervous, and that's like a phrase. And the sock puppet, I was going to put it on my feet. Yeah, I know what the joke was. It was just literally no one's laughing. Do you think that's funny? I'm really sorry. You know, I know I kind of ruined the day out here for me. I don't know. I feel a little down on myself, to be honest. And I feel like I ruined the show. Oh, come on, buddy. You didn't ruin the show. You're doing great. You mean that? Yeah. Oh, well, okay, let me cheer you up. I got one last joke. You got one last joke for everyone out there? Yes, one last joke for all the audience owners. Why do you look like that while I'm talking? I know I keep bringing it up, but you look like you've got a horrified look on your face. Sorry. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and tell my joke. Your ventriloquist career! Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Hey, goodbye.
Yeah. That was actually really funny. I'm glad you didn't make any racist jokes. That's good.
I'm glad he didn't make any racist
Yes,
jokes.
yeah, right, him, right.
What are your initial thoughts of that?
The lip control right away was not the best. But when you got into it, the character became alive. Like, I actually thought that the way you looked at him and how he was looking around was really good.
Oh, thank you.
And because the character was more alive and more animated, I was more distracted by looking at him and not you.
Okay,
that's like the number one thing you can do, and you did it. So for only 2 weeks, that was actually really good.
I realized even if I got the lip control down, once you get the puppet, it becomes, everything falls apart, and all of a sudden it's like you gotta start from scratch and figure out how to move everything together at once.
I also liked that you picked a voice that was like distinctly different than yours.
Oh, okay,
because he had like this deep voice, and he really did sound like an alien too. So that was another good touch.
And the main goal of that for me was to do a voice that was easier for me to do with my lips, because if I could just kind of yell everything through, then it's easier than me talking normally, because then it's like you can tell where all the flaws were.
That was smart. That was really smart.
Wow, thank you. So where would you give me my grade?
I genuinely laughed at like some things. Like, it wasn't like forced laughter or anything like that. So I feel like the comedy level, I would give it like an A- for sure. Yeah. The manipulation of the puppet, I would say I would give that, for like a beginner, I would say that was like C+, if not B-, for manipulation. Because you had him moving around, you were looking at him, and that's the number one thing, is you didn't like stare off into space. Like, you were looking at him like he was real. So that's why I give you a B-. Lip control kind of looked like you were constipated a little bit.
It's just so hard.
So I'd probably give that like, I don't know, like a C+.
Okay. Listen, I'll take it. I'm happy with those results. I enjoyed this little adventure. I don't know if, ventriloquism will become something that I will use in the future. I've made a few friends laugh along the way. I'd say this was successful.
Do you want Gorgon to talk to my guy? Do you want them to have like a little combo?
I mean, now that you say that, I feel like we kind of have to make it happen.
Yeah, they can chat it up. I'll get my out.
Is this something ventriloquists do? You're like, hey, let's do a puppet back and forth.
It's like a rite of passage. Like when two ventriloquists meet, they have to have their puppet talk.
Hey,
It's Foster. I've heard so much about you.
I love your voice. It's so distinct. It sounds like you have a bunch of shit in your mouth.
On my planet, that is a huge compliment. You wouldn't understand that it's huge to me. I love this.
Oh, that's great. Well, maybe you and I can get some dinner sometime.
Oh my gosh. How do true clothes sound? That's a classic snack from my planet. A truke's clo.
I really want whatever you're smoking.
If you come over with me, get in my I don't have a spaceship. I actually crash landed here. I went right through the roof.
Oh yeah, we can have a little session together and we can kick these two out, huh?
Oh, yeah, that's what I like to hear.
A little puppet action.
Oh boy, I like that. I like the sound of that.
Why does it sound like it's turning into a porno?
So, have you, what planet are you from?
His suitcase.
You guys got strip clubs in there?
Yeah, we got the Bunny Ranch. That's my favorite place, and we have all kinds of drugs. Yeah.
All kinds of drugs, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You look like something that I would see in a fever dream.
I feel like a lot of people judge me based on the color of my fur, you know?
That's not what I'm saying. I look exactly the same way. I mean, either way, we both look terrifying.
That's true. I mean, at least when they look at me, they know I'm not real. You look like something that's actually on your planet. You like doing anything in your free time?
In my free time, when he leaves, I just sit and stare at the ceiling in paralysis, just like.
Yeah, he'll sit me down on the couch and go to bed, and I'm just like. Anyways, Foster, it was great to meet you, my pal.
It was great meeting you. Yes.
Let's have a little bit of a smoke sometimes, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I need some.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Wow. Well, thank you, Jack. I really appreciate the rite of passage. Next time I'm in California, we'll meet up and
We'll have a ventriloquist meetup.
yeah, I'll have to stuff Gorgon into my suitcase and make it happen. Either way, I appreciate the help. Where can the people watching this video find you?
All my stuff is on TikTok, puppetjack_, all lowercase.
Thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate it. Good luck in all your ventures with ventriloquism.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit that subscribe button. Down in the description below, I'm going to link my second channel, Green is Not Nick, where I post videos every single day, besides when I post here, or when I post on my Let's Play gaming channel, Nick is Not Gaming, where I've been starting some games like Resident Evil 2, Bloodborne, freaking Outer Wilds. It's a good time. It's kind of my little passion project right now. So go check that out also. Thank you again to Jack. His stuff is in the description down below if you want to follow his socials. I'd love if you let him know if you were entertained by the video and if you appreciate what he does, because I think it's awesome. Thank you so much for all your support on my videos. Thank you again for 400K. I'm sorry the videos aren't coming out as frequently as they were before, but everything's always coming out on the second channel, and I'm going to try to put a little more time and effort into these main channel videos so they have a little bit more concept and mean a little bit more to me. So I hope you understand that, and hopefully 2022 will bring much better and more fulfilling content like this video right here. All right, that's all I have to say. I'll see you soon. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays and a Happy New Year and whatever. Bye-bye.